All right, folks. Well, good morning and welcome back to Leelanau State Park. So this is day 2 here at possibly one of my favorite parks along the whole Michigan road trip here. So literally just woke up and this is my view right outside of my tent. So if you missed last week, we were here at Leelanau, did a little bit of hiking here, not too much, showed the lighthouse. But today we're going to be hitting some of the hiking trails. Nothing too crazy. It's probably going to be a shorter video, but should still be fun regardless. So I was actually up until like 3 a.m. last night, believe it or not. It's 7 now. Going on a little bit of sleep, but feel pretty awesome to be honest. And so why was I up until 3 o'clock last night? Well, I was out looking for some Petoskey stones, and I got lucky just looking around this area here, believe it or not. So a little tip. If maybe you're not finding any Petoskey stones during the day, I ended up buying a UV light, and they're really easy to find with UV. Not super easy, but you know, you're able to find them. So I'll show you some of those when I get back to the trailhead. I don't want to be too loud because I have neighbors right next to me. But yeah, welcome back to a new episode of Maksim Outdoors from Leelanau State Park. We're going to be heading down to the hiking trail as soon as I get packed up here, and be showing you some of that. So all right, let me get packed up and we'll head on down to the hiking trail. Alrighty folks, well, we got the camp all packed up, fresh shirt, some caffeine, good to go. So we are in the southern section here at Leelanau State Park. If you're not too familiar with it, like I wasn't, the park is split up in between 2 areas. So you got the campground and the lighthouse up to the north, and then the little hiking section down to the south. But I did want to show you my finds from last night. So these would look like ordinary stones. Poured a little bit of water on them, but as you can see, I found some more of the Charlevoix stones last night, and then even a few Petoskey stones. That would be these ones here, the ones with like the larger circles. But some cool finds here. And then these ones, after shining the UV light on them for a couple seconds, they actually continue to glow. I wish I could show you on the GoPro, maybe whenever I get home. But yeah, if you're looking for some of these Petoskey stones, Charlevoix stones, go grab yourself a UV light, because I found these all within probably 20 minutes last night. Pretty cool. So got some cool finds to take home. But yeah, we're back here at Leelanau State Park. This is State Park number 8 for my little Michigan State Park series. We're gonna head on down to Lake Michigan. It's gonna be a relatively shorter style video. I've been averaging almost 10 miles a day here on this trip. Today we're only gonna be doing probably about 3 if we're lucky. So there's an overlook as well as some shoreline access that I'm gonna take you on. But I just wanted to show you some of these stones here before we hit the trail. Well, it's an absolutely gorgeous morning here in the Great Lakes State. Blue skies, 60 degrees, a nice little breeze coming off of Lake Michigan. And yeah, the weather's finally broke. Unfortunately, the day that I'm gonna be heading back home, well, we're not heading back home yet, we're gonna head to Ludington, but last full day of hiking here in Michigan, and the weather is finally cooperating. So if you missed the last few episodes, seems like I got drenched pretty much every day. We got hit by some nasty thunderstorms along the way, but yeah, no complaints from this guy, even if you know, it rained every single day. Michigan is just highly underrated. You know, I've been to 46 or 47 states at this point, and Michigan would have to be in the top 10 for me. You know, it's hard to compete with you know, Michigan or Montana and Utah, but yeah, on the eastern side of the country, this has got to be one of the nicer ones. So I booked all these parks back in like April, and I will say, to be honest, I didn't really have high hopes for a few of these parks, like this one included. But after getting to some of these parks, wow, just amazing. I highly recommend any of you folks out there to come up to Michigan, because it's just totally underrated. I can't say that enough. But like I said, no complaints for me. Had good experiences with everything from the campsites. Had some of the most gorgeous campsites I've ever been in my entire life. Some nice staff that I've met along the way. The people up here in Michigan are some of the friendliest, and of course the scenery. If I had to pick between the west side and the east side though, I think I liked Lake Huron side better. No offense to Lake Michigan lovers out there, but yeah, I figured I would ramble on a little bit since this video is going to be shorter. Just give you a little piece of my mind. So all right, we're going to continue on here and eventually meander our way down to Lake Michigan. Well, we made it to marker number 2, and we're gonna head on down to Lake Michigan, show you a quick view of that before we head up to the overlook. But if I had to say, if there was one theme of this entire road trip, it'd be dunes. That's been pretty prevalent in just about every park that we've explored so far. Just hiking through these forested dunes. It's like something I've never seen before. Pretty spectacular. Every little hill that you see around here was literally blown up there by the winds, blown over Lake Michigan. You dig down just a couple inches, you'll find sand, some fossils. So just a really unique ecosystem here, right along the shores of Lake Michigan. But all right, I'll show you some views of Lake Michigan when we get there. Well, we talked about the theme of the trip being dunes. I think the word of the trip would probably be wow, because I've been saying it non-stop on this trip. Everything from sunrises to the dunes to views of Lake Michigan like this one. We literally just popped out of the woods, as you can see, and this is our view. Nobody here, didn't see another single soul all morning, but wow, this is just incredible. You can see some islands out in the distance. I think that's Fox Island, if I remember right from reading last night. But holy cow, this place is just something else. I'm gonna try to make it down to the beach. Try not to get too sandy today, but yeah, let's try to give it the old college try here, huh? And here we are back at Lake Michigan once again, and wow, it's another spectacular view here, looking over what I think is called Cathead Bay. You can see some of the islands, Fox Island way off in the distance, but just a gorgeous day. We're not going to stay down here too long. Still have to hike up to the overlook, which should be just up in that area. Like I said, time is a little limited today, but wow, this trip has just been something else. And I was just thinking, you know, the last time I came to Michigan was around 3 years ago, right when I started the channel. It was one of the first big road trips, if not the first big road trip I did for the channel. And I might have had 100 subscribers at that point. Didn't know if this was going to work out. Kind of just, you know, trying it out, feeling it out. And now nearly 3 years later, we're darn near close to 5,000 subscribers, which is just incredible. So I just wanted to stop and say thank you to everyone out there. You know, we just got monetized recently, and without you folks, you know, showing up every week and giving me views and leaving me comments, giving me support, tips, advice, yeah, the YouTube community is just overwhelmingly awesome. So yeah, we're gonna get rolling back up the hill here. Try not to get too sandy, and I'll be showing you the overlook. But yeah, one last look at Lake Michigan, and thank you to everyone out there that makes trips like this possible. You guys are seriously the best. Definitely think sand hiking is the worst kind of hiking. I'd rather hike in snow, sleet, rain. I do not like sand. I hate dunes. I hate the movie Dune. That's all the dunes I know. Found a Tosky stone right on the trail. Look at that. I was actually looking at these tracks right here. See 5 toes and a big pad. Not sure what those would be. Somebody leave me a comment. But it's cool. Found a Petoskey while looking at an animal track. Doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't get any more Michigan than that. Well, here we are, probably the highlight of the trail. Have not been up here yet, so you're seeing this for the first time with me. All right, a couple more stairs. And there you have it. Another beautiful view of Lake Michigan. I honestly think it was probably more worthwhile going down to the beach like we did, but still, regardless, these views never get old. So I think we will wrap up the video here. That's gonna be it from Leelanau State Park. This trail was really family friendly, a couple stairs, but yeah, we checked off some new IDs on this trail, got some new wildflowers, some new mushrooms, a moth. So overall, good day, fun little hike. But yeah, like I said before, this is winding down my Michigan road trip. I only got one more day left. And as soon as I get back to the truck, we'll be heading south down to Ludington State Park. So as always, guys, thanks for coming out. Like I said before, thank you for hitting that like button, leaving me comments, everything. And if you're new to this channel, maybe you just found me trying to research Leelanau, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out, and you won't regret it. All right, folks, well, check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as well to see where I'm heading next. Although you already know, because we're heading to Ludington. But yeah, I will leave you with this nice view of Lake Michigan off in the distance. All right, see you next week from Ludington State Park. right, folks, well, this is gonna be a quick one. So welcome to an all new episode of Maksim Outdoors, and all good things obviously must come to an end. So we have arrived here at Ludington State Park, the last area that we're going to be checking out during our little road trip through Michigan here. But we can say now that we've pretty much conquered all Michigan, both coasts, the tippy top, the center of the state. We've camped and explored pretty much all of the lower peninsula. So we only have one thing left to do, and that's to check out the UP. But yeah, check out these views here of Ludington State Park. So not gonna lie, this is gonna be a rather short video. I'm a little time constrained. I'm running late. I have to be home tomorrow by noon, and I still have a 7-hour drive. So I'm gonna give you a very brief glance here at Ludington State Park. This is supposedly one of the nicer parks here in the lower peninsula, and you can see why. I mean, they got this beautiful river that runs through the park, as well as just a ton of sand dunes and Lake Michigan itself. So yeah, we're gonna kind of speed run things today. It's already getting late. It's like 3 o'clock right now. I'm gonna try to do another 3 to 4 hours on the road today, and then eventually make it home to Pittsburgh tomorrow. But yeah, check out these views. So another reason why I'm fast tracking this a little bit is pretty much out of food and clothes. So making a little fashion statement today. Ran out of pants, so I'm currently wearing these pretty awesome flamingo swimming trunks. But you know, making fashion statements out on the trail. So all right, I'm gonna jump back in the truck, and I'm gonna take you on down to the lighthouse. We'll talk a little bit about that, and that might be it for this video. So all right, folks, well, unfortunately I made the decision. We're gonna skip out on Ludington for a multitude of reasons. For one, I'm out of clothes. 2, I'm out of food. And 3, like I said, I have a 7-hour drive ahead of me, and if I stayed here tonight, I'd have to do that all tomorrow, which isn't horrible. I've done 7 hours before plenty of times, but you know, after hiking 50 plus miles, I think we're actually at 60 miles over the last 5 or 6 days. I just don't feel like doing it. So we're gonna hit the road here, head on back to Western Pennsylvania, and call it quits here on the Michigan State Park series. It was a blast. I know I'm kind of sounding a little sad right now, but it's quite an accomplishment. You know, we did 5 state parks in 6 days, hiked the crap out of them. Like I said, probably 50 or 60 miles in the last 5 days. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home, ready to see Sam, I'm ready to see the dogs. So sorry if I let you guys down. I wanted to see Ludington too, but this place is it's a zoo right now. You know, it's July 7th. There's a million people here. Just I didn't do this right. I didn't do this part of the trip right. I should have planned this a little bit better. But yeah, we're gonna hit the road. But yeah, thanks to everybody in Michigan I met. It was an absolute blast of a trip. Can't wait to go back. You know, we did the East Coast last time. We did the West Coast this time. We did the tippy top. We did the center of Michigan. Lower Michigan has been conquered by Maksim Outdoors. But I can't wait to get back up here and do some more hiking, some more exploring. We're gonna try and do every single state park in this state. So don't think this is the end of it. Of course, the UP is gonna be planned here in the next year or so. So if you are living in Michigan and you think I'm gonna abandon you, we have more content coming up here soon. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Leave me a like, comment. You know the deal by now. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. But all right, so I got a long drive ahead of me. It was a blast, Michigan. Thanks for having me, and yeah, I'll see you back in Pennsylvania next week. We'll be starting a brand new adventure, probably the biggest adventure yet for this channel. So stay tuned for that. You're not gonna want to miss it. All right, trying not to act too sad I'm leaving right now, but all right, let's hit the road.